guitarist from Vancouver, BC, Canada. And I'm here today to talk about this incredible battery-powered operated amplifier. It's portable, it's from Sunburst Gear, and it's known as the M6BR8. And what's great about it is it only weighs 26 pounds, packs 30 watts of power, and it's rechargeable, so you get 15 hours of use with it, and then you have to recharge. So it's got 6 channels, which is something very unique for a small amplifier like this, because typically you may get a couple of channels, one for a microphone and one for your guitar, or maybe one other, but this has 6 channels. So it's incredible. You have 2 units of one, you don't have to have separate gear, but some of these features we're going to get into will show you how you can also expand the system. So let's dive right into it. First off, if we look at the top of the unit, we have your master volume, and then we got EQ, which provides a low, mid, and a high. You also have a peak meter, just so if you're getting too much signal in there, and also a signal level. There's also a mono button, which we'll talk a little bit later, because it's incredible what this amp does. And to boot, you got this little antenna, which works with your Bluetooth devices. So if you need to run Bluetooth to play along with your tracks and stuff like that, or just play music at a party, you can do that. And you have a number of controls here for when you hook up to Bluetooth. So now let's look at the back of the unit, because that's where a good bulk of the features lie in this amazing little amp. So to start off with, you get 1, 2, 3, 4 major strips, and then you get one channel that kind of acts like a TRS, or a left or right channel, which gives you 6 channels. So let's look at channel number 1. First off, you have your usual gain on the channel, independent, and then you have a pan for left and right, also a mute. You also have an insert, and then a line level in, and then also a microphone in. So when you break it down, the mute, how is that valuable? Well, if you have all 6 channels running, or like I would use 4, I'm a guitarist, I have 3 guitars, like I'll carry a baritone, I'll carry a standard guitar, harp guitar, and sometimes another unique kind of guitar. And so for me on stage to have all those guitars turned up just doesn't work, because they start feeding back. So what's really functional about this for me is I can preset my levels, have them all on mute, use one guitar, come off stage, take off the mute, or put on the mute, pick up my other guitar, take it off, and I'm ready to play, so I don't have to waste time. And that's very valuable to me as a player, because you don't want to waste time on stage, you just lose your audiences. So, powerful feature. The next thing, in these first 2 channels, you have insert inputs as well too. And the inserts allow you to hook up effects or anything else in the chain. So very, very cool. And I'll plug my guitars typically into the line level ends. But if I'm a singer-songwriter, also an amazing tool, because I can take one channel and be a solo singer. I can have 4 singers with me who can do an a cappella group, and each will have their own independent channel. And you won't find that in any other tiny portable amp like this on the market anywhere. Incredible feature. Now, if you were playing your tracks off your phone, and you didn't want your phone to die unexpectedly, like phones do, then you have basically a little charging USB plug, so you can plug your phone in and not have to worry about that happening to you. So that's really groovy. Now on these microphone inputs, you can use regular dynamic mics, but if you have a condenser mic that you want to use, if you're miking an instrument, you basically hit your little phantom power 48-volt phantom power button at the bottom, and you're rocking. You also have a DC input here, that's for charging the unit. So of course the charger comes with the unit. And you also got your on and off switch. And as you can see, when I turn the unit on, you get battery indicators. And what's valuable with this is that you can see, as the unit is dissipating its charge, at some point you need to charge it, and the battery indicator will help you do that, so it just doesn't unexpectedly die on you on stage, which is great. Moving right along, we have some unique outputs on here, but first I'm going to talk about, you also have an auxiliary input, and you got a level for that as well. So if you have a phone or any other device that you just want to use that way versus the Bluetooth, if they're a non-Bluetooth device, you can plug into there, and that'll work for you. And so let's talk about the outputs, because there's some unique things going on here. One is that you have a monitor right output. If you take that and chain it to another Sunburst amplifier, you now essentially have a stereo system. And that's where these pans come back into play, because you can go left and right and set up a stereo mix on stage. Very, very, very cool. You also can use this as a personal monitor. So what you do is you have a level out that you can set for you as a stage monitor, and then you can take the main and right out, go back to the PA system, and provide them a full stereo signal from the preamp. So very, very cool. I've not seen anything like this in the market. This is like amazing for buskers or singer-songwriters who don't have electricity around, and extremely portable. So definitely check out the M6BR8, amazing little amplifier from Sunburst Gear.